I'm a spokesperson for the Democratic Party. These are the values of the American people. Well, at least Americans that live in San Francisco and New York.
Oh, goody! Conservative humor. You know, the best kind. I mean, look at all these hilarious right-wing comedians.
I publicly apologize to Hillary Clinton for calling her Beelzebub. I meant to call her Beelzebub.
Well, this video somehow went viral and you all slid into my DMs asking I tear it limb from limb. And you know, us Scots can't turn down a fight. So all right, Amber, I'll give it a listen.
We promote inclusion and acceptance, peace, and goodwill.
Right off the bat, she's throwing trust fund-sized rocks in hedge fund-sized houses. Because everybody knows that the party of morals never waver from their family values, right?
The world saw a Trump supporter do exactly what Donald Trump had called for.
Trump supporters pushing a woman out of yesterday's rally.
What would solve the whole thing in the border if they would just start shooting? Only shoot a couple.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just the supporters. At least Republican leaders don't engage in any hateful rhetoric and, I don't know, always act with civility, right?
Punch him in the face, I'll tell you. Knock the crap out of him, would you? Seriously.
Or maybe Alice comes alive in the second half.
Republicans want to stop certain people from coming into this country. They cite the infiltration of gang violence or opioids or sex trafficking as reasons to stop illegal immigration. But Democrats accept these as the natural consequences of opening up the borders.
Oh, so we got the old MS-13 or all immigrants play. That's not racist at all. Well, if that's the case, then is this all conservatives? I mean, if we're playing by the same rules, this seems pretty accurate, right?
Republicans are always pushing religion in our faces. We reject their bigotry. Religious people are idiots. Democrats would much rather you sacrifice yourself on the altar of progressivism.
No, it's not that we hate religion. We're just reluctant to accept lessons on morality from Christians who worship the ground of a thrice-married pussy grabber who raw-dogged an adult film star while his wife and kid lay at home. You know, just how Jesus intended. But wait, isn't Islam a religion also? Well, I strictly remember one party in particular vilifying members of that religion.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
But yeah, it's the left that are intolerant of religion. Okay, I got it.
Democrats are the party of the common people, the poor and the marginalized, the weak and defenseless.
Okay, so you try to smear Dems for embracing celebrity opinions, but then use Kanye in your video? Then you claim we shame people we don't agree with, whilst also shaming Kaepernick in the same video, a celebrity you shamed because he hurt your precious patriotic feelings? Man, self-ownitis truly is a conservative disease. See Ted Cruz for reference. And listen, it's not that we shame anyone we disagree with, we just disagree with things like slavery was a choice. That's all.
Democrats are the party of equality. So much so that we insist upon unconditionally believing women and disbelieving men because, well, feminism.
Yeah, why believe women when a measly 1 out of 6 women in America have been a victim of an attempted or completed sexual assault? I mean, why listen to the voices of those as of 1998, an estimated 17.7 million have been victims of attempted or completed rape? I mean, why? It's not like 82% of juvenile victims are female and 90% of adult victims are female or anything. No, the real victim is the men. I mean, if there's one statistic you should be concerned about, it's the 0.05% of false accusations. Yeah, you want to talk about victims here? What about the 0.05%? While we're on the topic of minuscule percentages, what about the real victims, you know? What about the 1%? It's not easy being that rich, you know? Especially with all the tax cuts Republicans are fighting for. Do you know how hard it is to spend that amount of money? Yeah, that's a real issue. Yacht or Ferrari? It, get them both.
Republicans want to take away a woman's sacred right to choose to have her child decapitated inside the womb and torn apart limb by limb with forceps. Democrats celebrate the right to violently murder your child because we're compassionate.
Right, because remember, Republicans are pro-life. They care about kids so much they separate them from their family and lock them in cages just for their own protection. And not only this, they care so much about kids that they sought to cut funding to CHIP, remember? Yeah, that measly $15 billion that they sought to cut from the program that seeks to help those kids they fight for inside the womb if they happen to be born with that little pre-existing condition thing. So it's all lives matter until they're born. Then it's, you're on your own, kid. And just in case you forgot, it's not just the unborn they care for, it's all lives, remember? That's why they're doing everything they can to protect all lives by helping the 22 million lives living in poverty by helping them get affordable healthcare, right? It's not like the majority of the country wants it or anything. Oh, no, you don't want to do that either? Okay, so when you meant all lives matter, you really meant everyone except black lives, immigrant lives, children's lives, any lives but white conservative lives, right? right? Okay, well, I think that's about enough dismantling of this insufferable hypocrisy for today, but I'm sure CRTV will be back with some more hilarity that will leave us, well, thankful that the left at least knows how to do humor at least. Get wrecked, nerds. Follow me on Instagram for more on this at Francis M. Maxwell. You can become a TYT member at tytnetwork.com/join. Did you know that TYT Network is now available on YouTube's new streaming platform, YouTube TV? Get access to full TYT episodes and exclusive shows by signing up for YouTube TV today. All new subscribers get a 7-day free trial, so head over to youtube.tv and search for the TYT Network channel.